Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Board Chairman for Retirement Primary in St. Elizabeth calls for perimeter wall and permanent security after attack on principal. Board Chairman for the Retirement Primary School in Magati, St. Elizabeth, Herman Samuels, has called for the erection of a permanent wall at the institution to boost security for staff and students. His call comes after the school's principal was attacked and shot by a man in full view of students and teachers at the institution on October 21. The principal, who sustained wounds to her head and upper body, is being treated at hospital. In providing an update, Mr. Samuels told reporters that with the school being in a remote area and without fencing, members of the school community are fearful. Noting that only female educators are employed at the school, Mr. Samuels said the fence and permanent security are necessary.
The school is in a remote area. It's on a road all by itself. Just the school and the cottage. Right? There's no pyramid fence, so the man was able to come onto the compound easily. Yes, we really need a pyramid fence and security because the teachers are very, very uncomfortable now, knowing the fact that there are only female teachers that are at the school and they are very traumatized. I know it's going to impact on them. It's going to be hard on them, I must be honest. So we really need a perimeter fence as I speak. And the security. I know it's going to be difficult to fence it, but it is possible. Even to take out the area where the school ground is, where the children have the play area, even to fence that area and have a security. That would be very, very good. Yes, that has been planned from psychosocial and grief counseling for the children and the teachers as well, because all people involved were traumatized. So we're definitely gonna get that done. I have spoken to to Mr. Brown, who is the chief EO for this region, and that will be put in place on Monday morning.
Police confirmed St. James' dead woman as social media personality Zakiano. The police have confirmed that the woman fished from the sea at Reading in St. James on Friday is indeed social media influencer Anika Zakiano 1000. In a release on Saturday, the police indicated that it was a 35-year-old woman who had been found face on in water just outside Montego Bay. While speculations retrieved that the dead woman was Zakiano, the police said that they were awaiting family members to assist with the identification. That has since been done. Further on to that disclosure, the police revealed that following an operation in a neighboring parish, a car has been seized and a person of interest identified. He is Russian Partisan, otherwise called Chizzy, of a Prospect District, Hanover address. He is believed to have been able to assist investigations into the probe into 2000's death. He is asked to turn himself into the Freeport Police Station by 5 p.m. today. While no official cause of death has been given, reports are that 1000, who also goes by the name Keon, was found with wounds to the head and neck. Senate and JFG condemn killing of 2 cops days apart. The Upper House on October 21st joined others in the nation in condemning the killing of 2 police officers and extended condolences to their family and colleague. Dead are Corporal Oliver Mullins and Constable Brian Martin. Mullins, who was attached to the Kingston Western Division, was killed in Trenchtown on October 20. Martin, who was attached to the St. Anne Central Police Division, was killed on Ricketts Avenue, Kingston 13 on Saturday, October 15. Speaking in the Senate yesterday morning, Government Censor Matty Samuda noted that the House stands behind the constabulary force in the fight against criminality. For her part, Opposition Senator Donna Scott Motley noted the trauma associated with killing being copped in the line of duty, while Senator President Tom Tavares Vinson stated that the clerk has been asked to write the Commissioner of Police relating to the condolence of the House.
This chamber extends its condolences and support to the Jamaica Constabulary Force. They have lost 2 members over the last 7 days. Constable Brian Martin, who was gunned down at a wake, a very somber time, obviously being at a wake, and now his family is without him. We also heard of last night Corporal Oliver Mullins, who was gunned down in an exchange of gunfire in Trenchtown as residents called for police support and police responded to deal with gunmen in the space. We know the difficulties of the job, but we understand and can imagine how the family, the friends, and indeed their co-workers and extended family in the JCF are feeling. And I thought it important to extend on behalf of the government, and I'm sure on behalf of the opposition, our deepest condolences and our deepest sympathies. And we would ask that it is recorded, Mr. President, that we extend our support. And we also say to the JCF that we stand behind you in this war against criminality, and you have our support.
The opposition would like to join him in extending the condolences of the Senate. It's always very painful to hear about somebody losing their lives, but more so when a police officer dies during the course of serving and trying to protect others. I know what the family must go through when this happens. You always know that as an officer, you are at risk, but you hope that day never comes to pass. And especially to die in a crossfire, that is really traumatic. We condemn criminality, and it is our hope that working together, we can do something about it.
I myself was taken aback when the age of the young man that was shot at the wake was revealed. It's extremely tragic. I think he was just about 20. I asked the clerk to write appropriately to the Commissioner of Police and to the families of the police officers who were killed, one at a wake and the other in the line of duty. And perhaps it is appropriate to note that a policeman is always on duty. So even although he was at a wake for a member of his family apparently, his profession puts him on the line at all times. So condolences to both families.
Walking for Peace in Manchester's Greenvale. The police of troubled community Greenvale, just west of here, was hopeful that tension between top and bottom Greenvale will end following a unified peace walk involving political, religious and security leaders on Thursday. The initiative, which was spearheaded by Member of Parliament for Manchester North Western Michael Phillips, followed 3 months after violence resulting in 7 murders linked to conflicts in the community. A similar walk planned by Phillips on September 1 was overshadowed by a murder 4 hours before the scheduled start. Phillips is hopeful that the walk will assist in the process towards peace. What we need to get back into the mindset that it is one community, it is not top and bottom, but it is one community of Greenvale. We started out in Hatfield and we walked Texas, Beckett Street and Scottstown, he added. The importance of today's walk is not that there's violence taking place now, but what we want to do is to show up the community that they can interact with the police and political representatives, the church. Harthurst NSA was here which engaged some of the youths, he added. Phillips earlier this month had called on the security forces to lock down Greenvale in an effort to seize illegal firearms and detain non-violent producers following the murder of 28-year-old Romaria Allen, otherwise called Roro, a resident of Dunslane District near Top Greenvale in Manchester on October 1 in Mandeville. Another man, 37-year-old Dale Clark, who was also shot in that incident, succumbed at hospital. It is believed that Allen's murder was a reprisal for the October 5th killing of 35-year-old Adrian Nation, otherwise called Blue, and his uncle, 68-year-old Leslie Levy, otherwise called Lloyd Rosterman, in Bottom Greenvale. Nation and Levy were buried less than 12 hours before Allen was shot on Ward Avenue. Police placed a restriction on entertainment events and a curfew in Greenvale following August 5th double murder in an effort to avert reprisals. 2 people were also shot and injured in that incident. Police theorized that Nation was the target of the gun attack. Phillips said the majority of the community want to see better days in Greenvale. That community spirit that had been in the past, we want it back again. It is important. You have hard-working people that live in the community, and in any community you are going to have some people who will give trouble and some that want love and peace and harmony. Greenvale is one such community that when you walk about a community spirit, sports, church, or just coming together to have fun, we have been one community, he said. I want to thank the members of the community, especially those who felt somewhat intimidated from coming from the top town to the bottom side, and they have walked with us, and it shows that this tension that is taking place in some instances is manufactured. I know you want to live in one community same way. There are some other activities that we want to do with the police, so that can be more interactions, said Phillips. Damon Young, a member of the Jamaica Labour Party, who contested the Manchester North Western constituency in September 3, 2020 election, pledged to support Mr. Phillips' initiatives. Community intervention is really critical in these times, and whilst the walkthrough is useful, we must ensure that we follow up with the other meaningful interventions, he said. Head of the Manchester Police Superintendent Shane McCullough said the Peace Walk is a step in the right direction. The initiative today was to come back into the community because there's still a lot of stigma with some of the recent occurrences and to get feedback from people who are specifically in Top Greenville as to some of the issues they are having. Issues that relate to even how police-citizen relationship is unfolding as we try to police the space in an effective way so that all members of Greenville community feel safe and secure, he added. So far, this is a start and it is a move towards the direction which the police want to go. The tough security measures are not the ultimate route that we want to take because that is not sustainable. We want to have the community at a particular level where we can soften the type of hard approach that we are now using in terms of the lockdown and other stringent security measures that we have put in place, added McCullough. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell.